It's good to be back on the road. It has been a while since I have been on the road. I've just had a lot of little things going on at home that kept me from being able to go out in the camper. Plus, it's just been so incredibly hot, especially down here in the south. But I've got all my ducks in a row. I've got all the little things taken care of I needed to, and I was just itching to get out and go somewhere. So I am now on I-22 westbound, going over into Mississippi to a place called Davis Lake Campground. And it's I think it's Forest Service campground. This is right off the Natchez Trace. And there's also a trail called the Tanglefoot Trail. And I've kind of wanted to go ride that trail for a few years now. I just never made it over here. So I brought my bike. That's what we're going to do. Going to go ahead and get checked into the campground tonight. It's nice to be out again. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Okay, we're now on the Natchez Trace. And all of a sudden there's a traffic jam here. It's crossing over I-22.
Continue on Natchez Trace Parkway for 21 miles.
21 miles to our next turn. Well, I am set up here in site number 8. Yeah, they have such a confusing system here. So on the website, that's recreation.gov, it lists this site number 8, as first come, first serve. On a first come, first serve site, you can stay up to 14 days. And then the camp host came over and said, no, this is not a first come, first serve. This is a reserved site. So as you can see on the pole there, the stump, it's site number 8R, meaning reserved. These over here are an F, meaning first come, first serve. I don't understand the website, recreation.gov. This is my getup. Got a chest mount for the GoPro. Got my helmet. Got my, oh, you can't see her. No, she's in my backpack anyway. You'll have to trust me on that. So we're just gonna take a little ride around the campground. We'll go down to the far end. Overland adventure there. It's pretty cool. Nice Jeep. There's a little pier down there. This is the boat launch, which after I did my loop through the campground, I came down here. Skiing hours. Huh. No wake except during skiing hours. Huh. Well, this is a modern metal pier out here. This is 1.3 pounds of hamburger meat that I bought today. Gonna put a little bit of garlic powder. Also going to put some onion powder. A little bit of onion powder. And I'm also going to put a little MSG. You know, MSG gets a bad rap. Started the grill yet. I'll go out and get that going. I didn't bring my stand. I didn't turn on the propane. And I'll grab my burger. It's hot. Yeah, I should have probably brought the stand for it so I wouldn't have to put it on the ground. I do have it hooked up to the low pressure outlet on the Oliver. It's a burger dry, no condiments at all because I didn't bring any. Lettuce, onion, the burger, the bun, some potato chips, and Founder's Backwoods Bastard Ale aged in oak bourbon barrels. So we'll see what that's like. I'm using my Seabiscuit Metal Designs bottle opener that I got at the rally. So we'll give this a taste test. Well, it's distinctive. I mean, it's beer. It'll be fine. Not exactly the flavor profile, but once I start eating, it'll probably go with it really good. Well, it is a beautiful day today, although the high is going to be about 95. I've decided I'm going to put off the trail ride. Forgot to bring a spare inner tube and my tool bag for my bike. I've decided what I'm going to do is go into Tupelo. There's a bike shop there. I can pick up a tube for the bike. There's a Walmart there that I can grab some things that I need. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to take Oreo with me. We're going to jump in the truck.
Isn't it cute?
Oh, a cat robot.
Her name's Bella.
1, 3.
Do you need any chili oil?
Yes.
Say again?
Chili oil?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Thank
you, Bella.
You hear me? Thank you. Bye.
I'll be right back.
It's a cat. Yep, this looks quite good. And try the broth, it is very tasty. So I'm gonna dig in. It's definitely unusual place. Well, I'm finally back from my trip into Tupelo. I tell you, that was stressful for some reason. I mean, Tupelo's not that big of a town, but you know, I'm an old man. I drive like an old man. I go the speed limit. I don't go over the speed limit. And I tell you, coming back down the Natchez Trace, cars just get right up on your bumper and are just looking for the first opportunity to pass you. It's a 2-lane road. That's their problem. It's not mine. But still, it's stressful when someone is tailgating you. I went into the bike shop, got an inner tube for the bike. I was stopped here close to the campground. This is the Creek Mounds. I always remembered these mounds as being like burial mounds. That's what I always heard about them, but I guess I've learned that they're not burial mounds. They are mounds that were built by the Indians that served kind of a social purpose, like a ceremonial. Okay, here we go. First humans came to North America. So yeah, they would build these mounds, and there would be on the top, there would have a building that would be, in some cases it might be where the chief lived, it might be where religious purpose. It says the nature of the ceremony is carried out at the mounds, and the reason for the abandonment remain a mystery. It's impressive when you consider that they didn't have backhoes, and you get a sense for the size of some of these mounds. I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty tall. Not a lot to see. It's just a bunch of grass growing up here. But they did excavations up here, archaeological digs. And just the amount of work to there she is. She's lost me. Oreo, I'm up here, baby. Did you lose me? I had to come around here just because of the name of this place is so intriguing. It's called Witch Dance. So, here we go. Witch Dance, the very name conjures visions of eerie midnights. The old folks say the witches once gathered here to dance. Interesting. Come on, baby. If you spot any witches dancing over my shoulder, let me know. Hey, we've got a nice restroom, a lot of parking, and there are long spots for horse trailers. So it kind of looks like a popular spot for riding horses. Bridge here over to a picnic area. There are several picnic tables. Oh, there she is. I'll take a little jaunt down this horse trail. I don't see, there was no one at the parking lot, so I doubt we'll run into any horses. There's a sign, bathroom to the left, power line to the right. Yep, that's the power line. But we're gonna head back this way. Looks like it's got some white blazes here and there. Pretty obvious trail though, from looks like it's had quite a bit of horse traffic. You can see signs of horses up in here. See, it's a nice little trail. I did forget to bring bug spray. We're at a clear cut here where the power line cuts across. And speaking of insects, they're not too bad. The flying insects aren't too bad. The problem though is when the trail is like this, that you're walking and all this vegetation is brushing up against you. Okay, just saw a deer. Took off that way. It's the first bit of wildlife I've seen out here, other than spiders and a few frogs. Hey, there's the truck. Yay. Oh, let's see. What's it looking like? 4.5 miles. So, yeah, it's a little bit further than I intended. I think I thought I was going to go about 2, but that's okay. Made it back alive. Lived to tell the tale, as they say. So we're back at Witch Dance. I didn't spot any witches dancing. Did you guys? They say that where those witches dance, the grass won't grow. So I think maybe right there. They may have been dancing there. Oreo got her some water. She was a thirsty girl. So yeah, we're at the restrooms here at Witch Dance. And that's the Natchez Trace. So we're gonna hop in the car and head to Houston. All right, well, I managed to get my pump that I needed, air pump, from Walmart. But this is not a Walmart Supercenter. This is an old, just a Walmart. No food or anything in there. I got a little small hand pump and I got a jug of lemonade. And I also noticed as I was walking through Walmart that I have chiggers on me. So that's going to be a first thing when I get back, is I'm heading to the showers. So maybe we can use a rainy day like today and use it as an opportunity to straighten up around the camper, get things tidied up, cleaned up a little bit. I got chiggers all over me. As soon as I knew that that was a big mistake and that I was going to get chiggers. So I came back here, I dropped Oreo off in the camper, rushed down to the showers and tried to wash off as much as possible. Well, I'm just gonna fry these in bacon grease and they'll be fine. What's a little extra bacon grease in life? There's my healthy breakfast. Oh, well, it's good every once in a while. Spoil yourself. Oreo seems to have lost her fear of the thunder and lightning, and now she's just really excited about this bacon for some reason. I'm not sure what the deal is with her. I'm sure we'll figure out something to do. Well, rather than just sit around and camper during the rain, duck down there. That's Davis Lake. We're gonna take this Forest Service Road here and see what's up this way. If it gets muddy, then too muddy, then we'll turn around. Well, we're at a place called Bynum Mounds, just out in the truck, driving around on a rainy day looking for something to do. But there are some Indian mounds here. All right, here we are. It looks like there's some cats that are hanging out over here. Oreo doesn't seem to be taking much interest in them. These cats are not afraid. They're cautious, but they're not. Come on, Oreo, don't be scared. Come on. Yeah, these are some skinny cats.
You are standing on the site of an Indian village, long since deserted. The Indians were out of doors much of the time, cooking, making tools and utensils, and working at their everyday household tasks. The structure in the left background of the painting is a charnel house under construction. After its completion, the bodies of the dead were burned in a small pit beneath the pole frame. Sometimes the bodies were first exposed to the weather for a time, and only the bones brought to be cremated. After a time, the whole structure itself was burned. Then the remains of cremations, and also bodies which had not been burned, were laid in the ashes. After placing many tools and ornaments with the burials, the Indians mounded the area with earth. When it was finished, it resembled the completed mound at the right.
If you notice, these are definitely small mounds. They're not like the mounds in other places where they're built for another purpose. They're not covering up a grave or a cremation site. Well, as you can tell, this is going to be the end of the road. Giant pine tree that's fallen here. It looks like it's been here for a little while. But, you know, I haven't seen many tracks on the road either. Wow, what a difference a couple of days makes. It is downright chilly out here this morning. Well, not cold, but very, very pleasant. I got up first thing this morning and drove to New Holka, which is where the closest store is. There's a Dollar General over there. And I didn't have any kind of Benadryl or anything, so I had to go get some because I was suffering. I'm looking forward to riding the trail today. Oreo had a little bit of an accident this morning with her poo. She got poo all over her, so I had to give her a had to give her a little quick bath back here by the with the outdoor shower. That thing is great. I've been using it a little bit more, and it's nice to have, especially getting that hot water back there. And you know, if I were out away from people, out in the wild, I would definitely shower outside, assuming the weather was cooperative. Tanglefoot Trail, thank you for making this whistle stop possible. The Rail Trail Hall of Fame. And this is also a National Recreation Trail. So we're gonna go that way. Just chatted with that old fellow there who's headed back towards Houston. He said it's hilly up this way, so we'll find out if it really is or not. All geared up. I probably got more gear than I need. Got my GoPro on my chest. I've got backpack. I got water, a little food. So should be fun. Got my Garmin going, so we'll hit the trail. All right, here we go. I brought along my Benadryl because I'm still eaten up with chiggers, so I'm still have a low-level itching going on. Looks like a lot of the trail is going to be in the shade. It's an asphalt trail, and the guy I was at the bike shop in Tupelo I was talking to said that this trail was not in great shape and that it was due for a repaving next year. If you decide to come out here, I mean, it's really not that bad that I see. The Chief Ladiga Trail in Alabama is a really long rails to trails, and it's places are a lot worse shape than this is. But oh yeah, it is a beautiful day. Super nice weather, sunny, cool, yeah, very nice. Our first intersection. You know, this rails to trail stuff is a great repurposing of these old railroad tracks. Having to climb a hill was just lost money to a train. So they put in the effort to dig out any high areas to try and make it as flat as possible, because that saved them a lot of money over the many, you know, thousands of train trips. All right, we've made it into Pontotoc County, and they've got a little bench here with a trash can. It's very nice. Bike rack. Howdy. 10K turn sponsor, the Algoma Railside Cafe. Today is Sunday, so might not have any place that's open. I'm hoping to go about 10 miles up, 10 miles back, so I've been 3.25 so far. which I'm feeling pretty good. I'll go until I'm halfway tired, and then I'll turn around. There's a little farmhouse here. And there's a donkey. He's checking me out. I'm gonna give him a wide berth though. There's some hay out there in the fields. Oh, I was past. First, second person I've seen on the trail. Both of them were riding a bike. I wouldn't expect to see runners or walkers really this far away from any kind of town. Real nice out here. Even in the sun, it's not hot. It's a neat little farm. Definitely smelling the cows. I'm working on a headwind here. It looks like we're coming into a little bit of a built-up area. Oh, this looks like the next station on the Tanglefoot. Whistle stop. So I think I'll have restrooms and you can change and parking. So I'm gonna read this sign over here too while I'm at it. So started at New Holka, mile 10, and we are now at Algoma, mile 20. That's the way we came, and this is the way to go. I'm gonna ride a little further, at least to the other end of Algoma, but I have a feeling that it's not very far. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and have us another snack and maybe press on a little further. My feet are kind of bothering me. I have those chigger bites on my feet, and they're down in between my toes, so I think I'm going to stop and take my shoes off, and I've brought some Benadryl. I'm going to slather some Benadryl on my toes, but I won't subject you to watching me tend to my feet. Hello. There's an old dog out front. Might be open. You can smell cigar or cigarette smoke from a mile away when you're not a smoker. That car that just passed by was just reeking. Hello. Cool. Hi. Cool. Do people say cool anymore? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they don't say groovy. And another cyclist. My toes certainly feel a lot better. I put that Benadryl on them. 9.99. Yeah, there's our 10 mile. Not at the whistle stop, but at the first rest stop. Oh, it's this little building. Town of Algoma, incorporated 1904, reincorporated 1988. Here's the Algoma voting precinct, and here is the Algoma post office. 38820. Not a whole lot going on in Algoma, which is, I'm sure, exactly the way the people from Algoma like it to be. Okay, I see now. This is the police station. Algoma Police. I wonder if they have a cell in there. Yep, there's bars on the windows, so they must have some way of locking you up. All right. Now we're headed back to New Holka. Some horses and some sheep. Looks like there's a guard dog out there too. Keeping an eye out for wolves, I imagine. Oh, it's just something peaceful about sheep grazing, sleeping in the shade. There's that dog. Or are those goats? Those might be goats. Kind of far away from where I am. Oh, I'm now at 15.4 miles. Yes, this is the rain stop from Trace Regional Hospital. I think I stopped here on the way out. The ones with covers are rain stops. The one without covers are rest stops, and the buildings in the towns are called whistle stops. So now you've got your terminology straight for the Tanglefoot. I can tell it's been a while since I've done any riding, but it's not too bad. I tell you, it is just so nice here. Such a beautiful day. And you know, just a few days ago it was sweltering hot, Mississippi hot, and you can definitely tell there's a change in the air. Honestly, if I didn't have the RV, it would be hard to come out here, right? Because you got to drive, and it's not like there are any hotels around here. You could stay in Tupelo, I guess, and then drive to the trail, try and get it done in a day, so you're spending 2 nights in a hotel. You know, that RV though really opens it up, because when I got here, it was a nice day. I got here Thursday. Friday, I went hiking. Saturday, it rained. Rained really hard Saturday morning. Turned nicer later in the day, but it was still humid and wet, muddy. And then today, Sunday, just absolutely beautiful. I've got some pistachios, and I have my peanut butter sandwich. Didn't bring my jelly, so I didn't, I've got another meat stick. I didn't bring my jelly, so the sandwich is a little sticky, but that's okay. I've got still got a full bladder of water here, or hydration bladder, not my bladder. Well, we're leaving Pontotoc County and now we're back in Chickasaw County. And looks like we went 20.9 miles. So I'm glad to be back, but that was a good ride. Oh boy, I have had a day, that's for sure. After I got back here to the camper, well, I put more Benadryl on my chigger bites, and then I took a nap. So now I am working on some potatoes. I've got I'm gonna boil these a little bit, and then once they get kind of halfway cooked, I'm gonna throw them on the grill outside, and then I'm gonna also make that steak. So I'll have some roasted potatoes with steak. So should be good. We'll see. Out here working on the steak and the potatoes. Oreo, you'll burn yourself, baby. And, go in low and slow over my usual technique of hot and fast and overcook. I don't know that I've talked about this table. It's pretty neat. It's a brand is Zempire. I got it at REI, but it's really neat. It's adjustable legs, and it folds out. When it's all folded up in a bag, it's really small. Well, it might be too done now. I'll let that cool down. I'll come back out and clean it. All right, let's go in and dig in. Taters might be good, actually. I know, Oreo. She's down there dancing. Pretty tasty. Well, I guess I've got my work cut out here for me. I made this place a pigsty. I'm gonna spend some time cleaning up, and then I'm gonna probably head out. I thought about maybe staying another day, but my problem is that my feet. And the problem now, the itching has gone away, but the bites have turned into blisters, and it's very uncomfortable. I'm wearing socks and my Crocs to just kind of keep it loose on my feet, but I wouldn't be able to do anything because of my feet if I stayed anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it wrapped up and head back today. Well, I've got a little bit of breakfast going this morning. Really it really feels nice outside. It's cool. I had to wake up in the middle of the night and turn the AC off that I had left on because it was just nippy in here. And it's great. I mean, what it means to me is that there's going to be time that now I can go out without having to have AC, to have to run the AC, to, power in order to run the AC. And that's really going to be great for boondocking, going places I want to go off-grid around here, especially in the south that just can't do it without electricity. I accomplished my goal. I was able to ride my bike on the Tanglefoot Trail, and it was a great trail, a great bike ride. I'm out of shape. I learned that. The campground itself, it's not bad. There's not a lot of things to do around the campground. I guess if you're a fisherman, you would probably enjoy camping here. Really quiet, super quiet. There's no town or highway anywhere near here. I say near, 5 miles over to New Holco, which is not really a big town. But yeah, I think overall it's been a lot of fun. But now I think it'd be great if I could get back out and do some of these adventures that I want to do. And it's the weather's going to be great for it. So stay tuned. And go ahead and eat my breakfast, and then I'm gonna clean up the camper. Needs a lot of cleaning, and then we'll pack up and head back. Well, I am just outside of Tupelo, and I had to stop here. This is actually the Elvis Presley's birthplace, I guess, the house he was born in. So I'm not going to go in. There's like a visitor center, a welcome center. I'm not going to go in there, but I am just going to take a look at what we can see from without having to buy tickets to it. Oreo's in the car. I've left it running for her. But yeah, we'll just say it that way we can say we've been here. If you want to read this, you can pause it and zoom in, but I guess this is the house that he lived in. It's a little, I guess you would call that a shotgun shack. Not real big. They also have this visitor center here, and you can, I'm sure they have exhibits that you can get to, and I'm sure there's a gift shop, but different stuff. There's a little fountain over there. Hello.
Hello.
1941, entered first grade. 1940, listened to the Grand Ole Opry. Home and car repossessed. Vernon released from prison. I guess that was his dad. I don't know. Tornado, 1936. Born here in 1935. Elvis at 13. I mean, I know a lot of people really get into Elvis, or at least they used to. I think a lot of the big fans of Elvis are starting to die off. He was definitely before my time, and I'm already an old guy. Looks like they have a little church over here. And it looks like a lady is over here in the door looking for somebody to talk to.
Did you get tickets for Tupleo Church?
Oh no, ma'am, I can't. I gotta get going. I got my dog in the car waiting on me, so I just felt like if I came here.
So do you have a dog, or does your dog have you?
Well, probably more the other way. She's about that tall. She's a toy poodle. Yeah. She's my buddy,
Well,
though.
did you notice what you're standing on? The shape of the concrete?
Not particularly.
See what it is? You see what it is?
A circle?
No, not exactly. It's an object important to Elvis. It has
Oh, you're
it
right.
Has it has a neck.
It's a guitar. This is the neck here, right? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that was interesting. She was not going to let me in there without a ticket, though. The outhouse. Yep. That certainly does look like outhouses I have seen. And then she said that the donations after he died is what built this chapel over here, but I have a feeling that they probably rent out that chapel for weddings and that kind of thing. Memorial chapel. Hello. The Fountain of Life. The all-important gift shop. And here's an old what? Plymouth. Yeah, it's an old one. They don't make them like that anymore, thank God. And there we are, waiting to go home. Well, not too far from Elvis's birthplace, like a mile down the road. We're at the Veterans Park. But over on this side is the Vietnam Memorial. Got the old clock from the town square there. And I think that might be an F4. It's an Air Force plane. Vietnam War ended in 1975. I was in the service in the Air Force for 4.5 years, and I actually joined in 1976, the year after the Vietnam War ended. It mostly calmed down by that time, and the number of people serving by branch. I was considered to be a Vietnam era veteran. Wow, there's a lot of history here of the Vietnam War, starting long before the war itself actually started. If you're interested, you can pause and read some of these, which is what I will do at some point. Freedom is not free. So true. 1959, 1975. Mississippi veterans. So I'm not sure if that is, because here's the big wall out here. Boy, there's a lot of names. They don't seem to be in alphabetical order. Oh, maybe they're by the year. I'm not sure. The only years I see are 1959 there, and then down at the bottom it says 1975. Wow. Some folks have put a flag out here, but it looks like the flag broke. Well, I didn't do a very good job of it, but at least I got it in a respectful manner. All gave some and some gave all. The backside of the entrance, you can find the name by entering it, and they just suggest Googling. Names are in chronological order from 59 to 75 according to the date of casualty. All right then, well, we will head back to the camper and get out of here. Well, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you sticking in there. I am making some big plans for travel within a month and hope you'll tune in for those road trips. I'll be going on a multi-state trip that I think you'll find very interesting. In the meantime, please consider subscribing so you won't miss that, and thanks for watching.